your camera. But if you can open up your camera and don't mind being seen. And then the third is that we want you to share it on your Facebook page. So we will be going live on my page. And then you can share it. You can say, hey, ask me how, get in touch with me. But to our guests, thank you so much. Again, put your name inside of the chat and who invited you. We got a little contest going on tonight. And so there's going to be somebody that's going to be collecting the names and the guests. So we need to make sure that everybody is represented. If you see your guest, you see your guest. So if your guest is a phone number, you better ask them, are you a phone number like B131DL? You ask them if they're a phone number and then have them to have they put them name inside of the chat. So if you expected some guests, you want to make sure that you do that. All right. All right. Sasha, I'm gonna let you get a house rules. I'm gonna get Facebook set up. We're gonna be getting ready to get started.
All right, we are live on Facebook. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight for Wealthy Winning Wednesday with Ambassador Deborah Taylor. My name is Sasha Roberts, and I'm coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And if you are seeing this on Facebook and you're seeing it on someone's wall, please pay attention to whose wall you are seeing it on. That way, you can get back with that person at the end of this if you have any questions or to even get started. For those of you inside of the Zoom room, we ask that if you are a guest to please put your name inside of the chat and who invited you tonight. We are having a nice little friendly contest, so the person that invited you would greatly appreciate you doing so. So it's very important that you do that. And then also please keep your cameras and mics muted if you have any background noise or distractions like myself. And now I'm going to introduce to you our presenter for tonight. She is a six-figure earner in the United States. She is a two-time ring earner, a two-time car earner, and many more other accolades throughout the company and throughout her life in general. She's an amazing woman and a wonderful leader. So now, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, are you available and ready for us?
Yes, I am. Well, how you doing? Thank you so much, Sasha. Sasha came in this as a young woman. She's a one-star director, as well as a mother of three, a stay-at-home mom who utilizes this business as a source of income so she could be able to stay at home with her children. I'm going to turn up my mic. And we have, again, if you are a guest, you want to make sure that you put your name inside of the chat. And if you have any background noise, again, we are on Facebook. If you can open up your camera, we would love for you to open up that camera so that you can be able to be seen. You know, some of y'all don't think y'all cute, but y'all cute, right? So this is Wednesday night, Wealthy Wednesday. Some people call it Wealthy Winning Wednesday. I'm going to open up and allow someone to give. I'm going to pick on somebody tonight. I'm going to ask Miss Alexander. You looking so cute. I'm going to ask you to give a testimony tonight. Yes, open up your camera, darling, and give a testimony. So, because people need to hear from you. So, since you obeyed the coach, we want people to see you on your page. So, let's say hello. And what do you like about your Vorium? But tell us something about your Vorium that people need to hear. All right, all right. And you are out of where? Minnesota. Okay, okay. You're so proper. I just love proper young people, right? I'm gonna pick on somebody else all the way on the West Coast, Miss Gully. How you doing? Miss Gully got one of the fastest growing teams, and she ain't even been here that long. I see she look like she got a piece of our t-shirt on.
Yeah,
Yeah, she representing. So, Miss Gully,
always.
what you want to tell the people since you only been here a couple of months?
Well, if you don't know, now you know. You got to get in this business. This is the best thing I've ever done in my whole network marketing career. Where can you travel and make money at the same time, or even make money in your sleep? No place but Travorium. I've been in since April. I'm a one-star director, heading for two-star director. And everywhere I go, I spread the word about Travorium just like I do about the Lord.
All right, all right. All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for your team and how fast it's growing. Uh, and the moves that you guys are making in California are just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I see Trish Thomas. Thomas, she's peeping too. Trish, you want to say something to the people?
Hello? Okay.
There
Hi,
you
Coach
go.
D. Hi, Coach D. I'm just excited about the business. I've been in here since the 16th of December, which was actually my husband's birthday. But I am excited. I've taken 2 trips already. I just planned my third trip to go to South Carolina to see my son who's in the military. So I'm excited about that. And so I'm just enjoying the back office and all the places. I've just been like, oh my gosh. So the past couple of nights I could not sleep because I'm just trying to find different trips for me and my other son, my 14-year-old who's turning 15 in a couple of weeks. So, and I'm just enjoying it. And I've also used it to find tickets to plays and stuff. So I took my son to Aladdin and I'm going to take my daughter to see Lion King. So the back office is a jewel. So this is just a great thing. And I know it's what God has for me to, be able to accomplish some things in my life that I want to accomplish. So thank you, Coach D. And I'm just excited what this business can do and what the Lord has in store for me and my family.
All right, all right. I need a guy. Now, don't make me pick a guy, but I will pick one. I see Galaxy S22. I think that I can't even tell who that really is. But I see that. I see Damon. I see Charles. I see. So I need a guy. Come on here, somebody. What is Trevorium to you? Somebody need to hear from a God. I know y'all ain't scared.
Travarium is the way to go. It don't make no sense. It makes sense to go Travarium because all this money that people is putting out here on these trips and everything, and when you get with Travarium, they actually really saving you. It's not a joke. I tell everybody, I do a little Ubering. I can tell you, I done told over almost 200 peoples, and probably 15 done showed up, but it gets better. And I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a little something. Thank you.
All right, all right. I want to, I'm trying to, because there's so many folks coming in. Sasha, I'm gonna let you do your spiel one more time because you don't want to, because I'm not doing the presentation a second time. So I'm gonna let you do your spiel one more time. As RB, we almost up to 50 people. So I'm gonna go ahead inside of the Zoom. So if you out at Facebook and you want to come inside of the Zoom, you need to let us know. Somebody put the password inside of the chat. Some lady saying that she's trying to get in. Put it inside of our team chat. She says she can't get in. But Sasha, I'm gonna have you give our spiel one more time. Again, if you are a partner, you want to cut your camera on if you can be seen. And the second thing that is important, and putting your name inside of that chat. So Sasha, give your spiel, and I'm going to go get ready to get the Zoom presentation.
All right. So those of you that are just joining us inside of the Zoom room, it's real important, and we appreciate if you put your name inside of the chat and who invited you tonight. We're having a friendly little contest between us, and like I said, it's real important that you support the person that invited you and let us know who invited you, as well as putting your name inside of the chat. We ask that if you have any background noise or distractions, or you don't want to be seen on Facebook, because we are live on Facebook, to turn off your cameras and keep your mics muted. That way, the presentation can be heard in its entirety. And then, if we have time, we may get to questions. I'm not sure if Ambassador Taylor is doing that tonight, but if not, make sure to get back with the person who shared this on their wall or who invited you at the end of the presentation. So back over to you, Ambassador.
I've always wanted to produce. I've always wanted to take care of my family. I've always been a guy willing to put in the hours. I think most people are like me. But I remember my grandfather, a very successful entrepreneur and businessman, he came to me one day and he said, David, you gotta learn to shut down. You gotta learn to get away. You have to focus on family and have experiences in your life. If you don't, you're gonna leave an empty life. You know, I took my grandfather's advice to heart. So I began to experience and travel, and it was amazing. I remember inviting people to do the same and have more experiences out of life, but for a variety of reasons they couldn't. And I thought it shouldn't be this way. You know, my grandfather was right. People need to get away. People need to experience more. So I decided to solve this problem. That's why I started Travorium, a company that could help anyone realize the dream to see the world.
Welcome to Travorium, a radical new concept in travel. Our membership allows almost anyone from any walk of life an opportunity to see the world. Travorium brings people together, leveraging the numbers of travelers for incredible rates. Every month, we award our members travel points that can be used in our world tours and getaways. You choose the path, you gain the benefits, and you tour the world. With our Travorium Getaway platform, you can use your points to buy down the rate at over 2,000 resorts across the globe for your individual trip preference. With our premium membership, you can book these stays for a week long in a one-bedroom suite for as little as $1 per night after points applied. But our travel points also give you access to life-changing experiences with our World Tours platform. Every year, our team of experts plan multiple world tours to some of the most sought-after locations on the globe, where we plan activities, parties, self-development trainings, and dinners exclusively for our members. Most people can't spend the time, money, or effort in putting together a trip of this magnitude. And the best part is that our world tours bring together like-minded people from all across the globe, allowing you to meet, learn, bond, relax, explore, laugh, and enjoy life with other members of the Travorium family. Each trip creates an incredible experience that cannot be purchased online, memories that will last for a lifetime, and friendships that can transcend continents. It will leave you counting down the moments to the next one. Our membership also gives you access to our private booking engine, where you can save up to 50% on hotels, cruises, resorts, rental cars, and activities. And if traveling and seeing the world sounds exciting, we also invite you to partner with us. You can earn an income doing what you love, allowing you to turn passion into profit and adventure into a way of life.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and start the presentation. Again, thank you for being our guest tonight. We know we don't take your time lightly. We're going to go through the presentation. I'm going to go through the presentation a little quicker. We will entertain questions tonight, but we will not entertain questions from partners. So if you're not a guest, then don't ask the question, please. Leave the questions for the partners, for the guest only. Ask your sponsor or someone about your question, okay? All right, so Travorium. Travorium is a better life company and it requires a better way. My name is Ambassador Deborah Taylor. I am one of the six-figure earners now. I am not the newest. At first, a year ago, I was the newest, but now I'm not. I'm a pioneer, they keep telling me, right? Pioneer ambassador. I drive a BMW that this company pays for every 15th of the month that was customized for myself. I also drive a 2023 that this company pays for as well. I have 2 custom rings. I have a Pioneer ring, and I am part of the 1500 Club. I have a Leadership and Rising Star Awards, and I have multiple ambassador awards as of today. This is David and Della Hart. We give a shout out to them. He his mother's homegoing was today. So we are praying for this family. I did get to talk to somebody over there, and so they're having dinner right now. But we're definitely praying for the family. But David and Della Hart, they're world-class entrepreneurs. This business was established in 2013. We have had a 400% annual growth. We have global opportunities in over 67 countries, and he pays millions in commissions. We get paid every Friday on time, all the time. We have corporate offices in Temecula, California, as well as Madrid, Spain, and also Cartagena, Colombia. They have combined 30 years of experience in both traditional business and direct sales. He was entrepreneur finalist at age 24 in Inc. magazine. He has went through multiple background checks, because we have people on our team that are police officers, people that have worked with the IRS, people that work, and they have went through multiple, and they can't find anything wrong with him or this company. And they're very passionate, very caring and committed people. He actually started this company because he used to be just like many of us, right? He did not have a business sense. He became a distributor of different products, and then he decided to do travel. If you had all the time and the money in the world, what would you do? We asked 100 people, and 99 said travel. Everybody want to travel, y'all. Everybody want to go somewhere. The reason they don't go is because they feel like they cannot afford to go. They don't have the money to go, or they can only afford to do one trip. So would you like to save money every time you travel? Yes, right? I was a travel agent part-time, pretend time, sometime travel agent when I felt like it. And everybody always wanted to hook up. Everybody wanted to save money. The more money they make, it seemed like the more money they wanted to save. And then as an agent, I could not give them the hookup. With Travorium, you can always hook yourself up. Most people dream of vacations, time with loved ones, seeing the world and living life on their own terms. It's gonna be me in about 5 days, and I just got home, boo. I added me some. So I was like, the hurricane came, praying for the people in Florida where the hurricane is, and South Carolina and Georgia and the whole East Coast. But next week, just be over, Jesus, because I'm on my way to Miami, right? This is my family. I just left my family in Texas. I stayed gone. But me and my children love to travel together. My granddaughter, that's my granddaughter and great granddaughter, what they play, instead of playing house, they pay trips, right? So her big thing this week was going to see the Eiffel Tower. So we tried to quiz her and say, Grace, what is this? So we showed her a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and she said, that's the Eiffel Tower. That's where I want to go. So she knew what the Eiffel Tower was. I'm like, oh Lord, I can't. She's not but 6. You know, there's grown people don't know what the Eiffel Tower was, because when I went to Paris, I did not know that the Statue of Liberty was given to us by Paris, France. Some of y'all didn't know that either. See, I just saw it in the water. We're part of what we call the social sharing economy. We share on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything that we can, we will. Part of the sharing. And what we learned a lot during the post, we grew 21 countries during COVID, during the post, and now doing post-COVID. And what we've learned is that online, you can build just as a great of a business online as you can do personally. But a lot of this is about relationship. Who wants to travel with a whole bunch of people? Well, at Travorium, we travel with a lot of people we don't know, but we get to know them. We participate in 3 of the largest industries in the world: travel, save money on vacations and getaways. And you deserve it. You deserve to get away. You deserve it. Direct sales, making a residual income. I never really understood the power of residual income. I just knew that Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, Prince, all Elvis Presley, because I like Elvis Presley. All their family was getting residual income, y'all. And they told me I need to find me some alive concert folks, right? But all their families get residual income. Residual income continues. So there's residual income and there's passive residual income. And then network marketing, all you doing is connecting with people with places. Collaboration is the most powerful currency that you can have. Partnering with others is the most powerful currency that you can have. And if you're not willing to do that, I don't care no matter what industry you is. I worked for the government for many years, and we always had to build in collaboration and partnership in our grants. Travorium, you save up to 70% on travel, you earn travel points, and you get paid to travel. So there's 3 ways that we make money. We make more money. We save money, make money, and grow money. And we can definitely show you how to master all 3. This is a world tour. And so this world tour was actually done in Jamaica. And there was over 60 of us on our team that went. It was actually my birthday, the young man in the middle with me, Thomas's, he's a 2-star director birthday. And we all went. It was some anniversaries. And we just hung out, right? You can hang out with the group, or you could not hang out with the group. And so on my birthday night, they had a white party, and then we had a Jamaican party, and then we had a Cameroon party, and we just had a ball. It was just amazing. It was very good for me because I had just became a widow about 4 weeks before. Travel is definitely the #1 industry in the world. Everybody's traveling. I ain't never seen planes that's full during the week. I was on a plane the other day. It was 13 wheelchairs. So even people that's cripped up and in wheelchairs is traveling. And then the lady that dropped me off, she said, we got to go because we got to pick up a plane that got 23 wheelchairs coming off. So you know, if people is traveling, 23 wheelchairs on one flight, come on now, y'all. Travel is the #1 industry in the world. This is the largest industry. It is $9 trillion now, 9 trillion in 2022. Did you know that there's a monopoly in the travel industry? There's Booking Holdings and Expedia. And Booking and Priceline and Kayak and Agora are all owned by the same people, right? Expedia, Orbitz, but even Hotwire, and then the Airbnb Vrbo. People keep talking about, oh, the Airbnb Vrbo done went up because Expedia bought it. And they're gonna end up buying another one because at Airbnbs, my granddaughter just opened an Airbnb, and Airbnbs rules are getting ready to change because I was in Dallas. When I was in Dallas, my son was talking to me about that, the Airbnbs there. They don't allow single family dwellings to do Airbnbs anymore, or there's some stipulations in Dallas, Texas. That's going to happen all over. We are redefining the way that the travel industry does business. So you better go on and get in Travorium. There are members savings up to 70%, no markups, net pricing, activities, cruises, dining, entertainment, rental cars, resorts, shows, and hotels. There are 3 travel platforms: Getaways, World Tours, and TravelNet booking site, but there's really 5. There's an extra platform called Plum Benefits. There's also an extra platform where you get a free trip incentive. So once you join, the same day you join, 5 minutes after you join, you get your travel. So if you join as a platinum, which everybody will, you're going to get 250 points immediately. And that initial enrollment earns you 1 point for every $1. But then come the following month, when your monthly fee is due, you're going to get 2 travel points for every $1. I've been in multiple travel companies. I know friends of mine that's been in multiple different things, and they don't get nothing for the monthly fees. They paying $70 to $100. They got to buy $200-300 worth of product, and they get nothing, zilch. If they don't sell them products for what they bought it for wholesale, and they got to sell it for retail, they don't even make a profit. So they end up getting stuck with a bunch of stuff. Some of y'all been in them businesses. With this, you don't get stuck with anything. What you gonna get stuck with? A great vacation. So getaways over 2,000 resorts all over the world with over 200,000 weeks of travel, whether they're 8 days, 7 nights, 5 days, 4 nights, or 3 days, 2 nights. These are personal trips for starting for as low as 0. I just took 3 of them back to back. So I actually did Las Vegas. I paid $192 a summer for 8 days and 7 nights at a beautiful resort. I can't tell you because we don't put social media. Then I left there and I went to where'd I go? Phoenix, Arizona. I stayed there 8 days, 7 nights. That was a house, right? It was like a house. It was, so I could have put everybody up in there as I started to throw a good party. And then I left Phoenix and went to California, left California, went to Texas, and stayed at an 8 day, 7 night resort. That was absolutely amazing. So if you go to my page, you'll be able to see it because I posted it all there, right? So, and I paid $190 or $99 or something to stay in San Antonio, Texas for a week. Amazing, right? World tours, group trips with like-minded people, up to 70% retail with curated experiences, including fun and special perks. With these particular trips, these are trips that the company planned, and you can buy them down with your point structure and at different places all over the world that you're going to get ready to see. So there's 2 ways again to earn points. You earn 250 points when you initially join, and you earn 250 points every month and 500 points in your first 30 days. Then once you share this with 3 people, you start really earning what we call free travel points once you refer 3 people. And so once those people have to become active, and then you actually open up your comp plan with 3 people. And so just remember that, because I'm going to talk about it a little during our compensation area. But that's part of social sharing. So you want to share it, and then as you begin to do that, the company will pay you a daily stipend, and then turn around and that money will add up, and it will end up paying your fee in order that your points you're not paying for, the company is. Isn't that about the craziest thing you ever heard? So you can enjoy resorts for less than $100 a week and create memories that will last a lifetime. All you do is apply your points for your world tours and getaways. Apply your points, enjoy your trip, have fun. You book your air, your drive, you catch a bus, you catch a train, however you want to go, and you enjoy. You enjoy your trip. You ain't got to worry about nobody booking it for you. This is a comparison with our retail site. We have a retail site. And you also earn points in that area too, but that's a different type of point. And so this is a savings of $649. This is San Diego. This is a saving of $641. This is Orlando. This is an 8 day, 7 night vacation. A 1 bedroom was $0, and the titanium was $1,843. That's a real family. That's the Johnson family. Regina Johnson, her sisters and brothers and children out of North Carolina. And they all went to Disney World. And this was one of the like 3rd trip there, but they saved a whole boatload of money with this particular trip. Canary Islands, 8 days, 7 nights, $0. I'm gonna do this trip. I just made my mind up. I'm gonna take the plane ride and I'm gonna do it. I gotta do this trip. $14.14 for titanium. I keep this in here because when we first went to Thailand, and now that's actually a free trip incentive as well. It was $1. So that's 2 people. 2 people, that's 50 cents. You can't, that 50 cents. And then somebody had to ask me, well, do that include air for $1? And you can't buy no air? So shame on you. New Orleans, this is a historical hotel, $399, right? 5 days, 4 nights. Breakfast was included. Breakfast was $66. So if you take $66 times 2 people, you really didn't pay anything for this room. And it was a beautiful hotel. And one of our partners went and asked well, how much does it cost to be here a night? And it was over $300 and something per night with tax. So this is over 100 resorts all over the world, what we call world tours in different places all over the world. And some stay the same because Dubai is going to be there probably forever because people love Dubai, right? There's going to be some that's going to be there. Jamaica is going to be there. Athens, Greece. People want to go to Greece. So there's going to be multiple trips that will be there, but some of the destinations will change from year to year. And these are those curated trips. So once you, again, the Dreamcation platform, anyone, anywhere, on any budget, 2 points for every dollar you spend. So these are the world tours that are, some of them have already taken place. Some of them are going on again. Some of them are on their second round. So Italy, people just came back from Venice, 360. I did all three of these. I did Venice. Nobody told me that their picture was real. And I got to Venice and it looked just like that. And I was upset because I had to catch a boat, a little boat. I like big boats. I like big boats, right? And I found out I had to catch a boat to Venice, but it is beautiful. It is the land of love. If you got a partner and you want to do a honeymoon or something, or you just want to chill with your lover, Venice is the place to go. It ain't Paris. I'm telling you that. It's the place to do Paris with Venice, but Venice is it, right? I went with my girlfriends and we had a ball, but next time I go back, I would have to go with somebody. Okay, Dubai, $99, y'all. We got a group getting ready to leave this weekend to Dubai, right? It was so cheap, they bought them some extra days. They said $99. They say we staying. We bought them some extra days. And so they leaving, I think, this weekend, the 1st or something, right? $99 for 6 days at a 5-star hotel, and you get breakfast. Breakfast for 2 people in Dubai is about $105, $110 US. I know, I just was there 2 weeks last October, in November. Montego Bay, this is a beautiful resort. I've stayed at this resort. We stayed in the high-end side of the resort, all inclusive, all your food, all your drinks, all your alcohol for all y'all to, do that. It's just an amazing, they serve you mimosas in the morning with your breakfast. Oh my God. It's just great. Then you got Waikiki. We just had a group that came back from Waikiki. 5 days, 4 nights in Waikiki. And if there's a couple of them on here, but that was for 2 adults and 2 children. That's like $15 a piece or something. Come on, y'all. Newport Beach. So they told me this was kind of the affluent beach in California, right? So I decided I wanted to see. So I am going to the affluent beach in September. And I actually, and it's affluent because when I added an extra couple of days, the extra couple of days was supposed to be $400 and something a night at this particular hotel. And I'm getting 5 days for $4 something, and the other 2 nights was $400 and something a piece. So it's a little bit affluent for real, right? Athens, Greece, 5 days, 4 nights. We had a group that went over there, about 13 ministers, and then they went to Crete, and then they left Greece and they flew over to Paris. 5 days, 5-star hotel, breakfast daily. Las Vegas. Now, Las Vegas, they got some trips coming up to Las Vegas, and they actually got some good ones coming up in December. If you want to spend some Christmas time, I'm thinking about doing that. Some Christmas time in Las Vegas. Now I think I'm supposed to go to Phoenix. I better not say that because my kids kill me. But that Las Vegas, you want to go to Las Vegas, $76 per Paris. Now, this is a trip because my granddaughter, like I said to some people earlier, my granddaughter plays travel, right? And she always, her big thing now is going to see the Eiffel Tower. That's, she's packing, she's playing in her clothes, she's packing her suitcases. So she put her suitcase down the other day. I was in Dallas and I said, where are you going? She said, I'm going to the Eiffel Tower, right? So I wanted to see, did she really know what the Eiffel Tower was? So I showed her a picture and she knew. She said, it's in Paris. It's in Paris where you went without me. Where you went without me, Grandma. right? So I owe her a trip to Paris at 6. So for 5 days, 4 nights, buffet breakfast, beautiful hotel. Um, Puerto Verada, we got a group going to Puerto Verada to hang out for my friend Jennifer's birthday, all inclusive. Malaga, Spain, $99. Phuket, Thailand, $299. And that's an ocean view and a buffet breakfast. Cancun, 5 days, 5-star, all inclusive, junior suite. You get a whole suite. Let me tell you about this hotel. I stayed at this hotel 4 times, 3 or 4. But I stayed at it when it first opened up. It opened up in June about 5 years ago around my birthday. And that hotel is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Um, it's huge, but it's amazing. And all the rooms are suites. This is one that we just did in June for my birthday. Me and my family stayed over here 2 weeks, but there was a group of over 40 of us that came over to Colombia, and we stayed in this 5-star hotel. It was actually a 5, and breakfast was included. 5 days, 4 nights for 4 people, for 2 adults and 2 children for $199. And look, y'all, I got an ocean view. Everybody in the group got ocean view rooms. So we got to look at that every day. Every morning I open up and I was like on the high floor, like one of them real high, 30, 40 something stories floors that you can't walk down the stairs. So you just pray to Jesus, don't nothing happen. Right. Ain't that something? I like that. And then this is us. We on tour. We went to a little African community. That's my daughter in the yellow. That's Miss Linda and her grandkids, and my little great grandbaby, and the people, they make these artifacts for their little African community. Every time I go to one of these communities, I realize that I'm not built for missions. I'm not built for these type of communities. I probably should have took the tour, but I was there. These are some of the women that were also there with us, as well as these are some of the artifacts that the people make to sell. So the women in the communities make these, and I really want to see my hand on that hat. I meant to get that hat and I forgot. This is an example of the resort in Jamaica that I was talking about. And up here is where they have one of the breakfast places. And me and Pastor Mel, he and his wife, we travel together a lot, and we had breakfast up there almost every day. That's where I was our meeting spot. Miami, gonna be there Wednesday, next Wednesday, a week from today. We're in Miami. Ain't that nice? Y'all know, my timeline, I'm probably going back to jail. All my partners probably going back to jail. So I'm sure gonna be posting it. Yes, it is. Isn't that a beautiful resort? Dubai. So people are, like I said, are going to Dubai. In April, some paid $49, some paid $99. And then one of my friends, my minister friend, she upgraded to a sea view for $201. She wanted to see the sea. Paris, France. Now, one of the things about Paris and Europe and Africa and all the places is their rooms are small. So don't be trying to put 4 folk up in no room in no Africa or in Europe or in France. Don't do it in London, because you're going to be mad. Don't do it. Did I say don't do it? They twin beds are considered doubles, right? It's kind of, yeah, it's considered doubles. So our memberships. So we have 3 memberships. We have the silver membership, which only gives you the retail platform with hotels, resorts, rent-a-cars, cruises, activities, but you don't get any points. Any points for the world tours or the getaways. That's $49.95 and $49.95 a month. So I said, at least if you're going to do that, go up to the titanium, because it's only $20 more a month, and you're going to get the points, right? So you get the retail site, and then you're going to get the getaway platform, as well as the travel points, and you get a free trip incentive. With the silver, you do not. With the platinum, you get everything in the titanium, but you also get even more travel points. You get double the travel points, and you get deeper discount. And so the 125 turns into 250 points, and the 249 turns into 250 points. So your money doubles, right? Your money doubles. You can also buy the Trevorian pack. So the Trevorian pack, you can get this. This is optional, right? You can get it. I say every leader. If you are a leader, you should get it. But you can get it 2,000 points. We have a number of people who come in and buy this pack because they want to. They know they can't beat the prices. I know I had a lady who came in and wanted to go to Dubai, and they were finna charge her $3,800 without the plane fare just for her hotel for a week to stay in Dubai. She joined us and got it for $99 and bought the Trevorian pack and still have more points. So now she's going to be using those points to do another trip. Do I have to keep paying my monthly subscription? Nope. No, you don't. You don't have to keep paying it. And it's a way that we can show you how not to be able to do that. So one thing, you have to join the partnership. The annual partnership is paid once a year. To all the partners out there who have not paid your partnership, get your partnership paid. Marketing website, ongoing training, back office tools, and it gives you access to over 400 tax deductions. See your tax consultant, but it makes you become, you can become a home-based business if you choose to, and that is optional. So your total startup cost with partnership fee is going to be $329.90. Your monthly subscription is going to be $125 a month, and you're going to get 250 travel points. Your titanium is going to be $229.90. But I believe that's wrong. I believe it's $209.90. And then it's going to be $69.95. And it's going to double to 140 points because I think that's a typo. So it's $209.90. This I'm going to go through really quickly. But once you come in, if you need some more information on a comp plan or you like to look at the comp plan, it is on the front of our website under partnership, and you'll see the comp plan. Once you come into the business, we have a full comp plan in the back office. Okay, so this is for illustration purpose only, has no guarantee of income. When I came into this business, I came in this business unemployed with no job and no money. I had lost my job. I did not get a pension. They gave me a lump sum. I could not touch it because I was only, at that time, I was only 57. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna let my husband take care of me for a little while. And I found out that it wasn't gonna work. So I decided, somebody bought this opportunity to me. I was going on 61. I was getting close. I was trying to hold out from the Social Security, right? Turned 62. And so I decided, let me look at this comp plan, and I did. And I just absolutely, when I made the decision, the rest is history, and you'll see in a minute. So I decided to launch a business. Now you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. So once you share this with 3 people, you're going to start earning what we call free travel points. You're going to start going into what we call profitability. And profitability is that the company then, once you refer those 3 people, the company starts paying you $410 a day. If you take this $410 times 30 to 31, it's going to equal $127, $125 to $127. Once that bill's in your e-wallet, then they pull that money that they've given you, they pay you, and they pull that money and they pay your monthly fee. And then they turn around and double it and give you points. Let me say that again. Once you enter into profitability, in other words, you'll start seeing 226, that's a titanium, and 410 in your back office, and you got 30 of these, you're going to have enough money to pay your monthly subscription. Okay, now there is a way to do it a little earlier, but you need to see your sponsor or your ambassador or someone that can help you to do that. So, but once you enter into business probability, and that usually takes about 30 days, probably a 30-day turnover to be able to do that. Then you can go to one-star director. Once you go to one-star director, you're making between $400 to $700 a month. If you have done the first part in the first 30 days, once you get here, you actually get an extra $100 bonus. So if you take 10 times 30, that's 300. Then you tag on, if you did the 30 days, and that in 30 days, you're going to get an extra 100. And then with all your codes and everything, you can get up to about 700 a month. It just depends on you. 48 to 84. And then with a small team of 25 on the left, 25 to 40 on the right, vice versa, you're going to earn $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Now, this is all I wanted to do. You know, I have the ring, I have two. I just wanted to get the 1,500. I said, if I get to the 1,500 and I give them a social security check when I turn 62, I had 3 G's, and that'll be enough for me and Gracie to blow, right? I did that way before I turned 62. Okay. So that's an $18,000 to $30,000 annual raise. A lot of people do this. If you still on your job and you can get yourself an $18,000 to $30,000 raise, you'd be happy, right? You'll be celebrating and rejoicing for some of us. My husband actually never did this type of business. He came into business, and him and David Hart had a conversation, and he actually went 2-star director. He was very excited. I started to put some of his pictures in here. When he went 2-star director in 2021, he passed away. In 2022, we saw that his business was growing, and we turned it into a memorial fund. Then 3-star director. 3-star directors make $70, $30,000 to $40,000 annually, and $2,500, $3,300 a month, depending on their codes and their bonus. And you start getting what we call a lifestyle bonus. Lifestyle bonuses start at $300 and go up. We used to get car bonuses, so I got the car, and I love my car. All right. I don't have much time. It's getting ready to rain here in Memphis, but I wanted you to see the car. Hold on. This is my salesman. Hello. I've become a BMW girl. So congratulations. This is my new vehicle. It's in Trevorium blue. Walk around it. Uh-oh, I think I'm not doing a good job. All right. Okay. All right. So now you have seen my new vehicle. I want to thank David and Adela Hart and Trevorium and Team Legacy. And then you become a 4-star director. Once you become a 4-star director, you're making between $4,000 to $5,000 a month, $50,000 to $60,000 annually, and that's the average income of a lot of the U.S. In the U.S. That's the medium income. So you can make a decision, but that's still a great part-time income. My goodness, right? My husband became a 4-star director since his passing. And that was in 2022. That's why we made a decision to make it into a memorial fund, which I actually could have keep the check, but I decided to turn it into a trust for my granddaughter. This is my granddaughter, Gracie. Some of you have already seen her. And then my great-granddaughter, Ava, who is now 4. And so they have a trust. They are considered the heiress to his Trevorium account. And we also do some philanthropist things. We give to ministries. We give to things that my husband was very interested in, helping men, helping Black men, Black boys, things like that. And then you go ambassador. When you go ambassador, you're making between $75 and $9,100 a month. We just got a raise, so we're probably making about 10,000, a little over 10,000 a month. And we get multiple different types of bonuses and things. We get a vacation, but that's what our medium income is. Me and my husband both have went ambassador. I went ambassador December 25th, Christmas Day, which is a miracle because most people don't do anything during the holidays, especially in this type of business. And my husband went February 13th of 2022. Yeah. And which was actually the anniversary of the year that we met in the 70s. Yeah. Interesting. And so you want a daily residual income chart. This company is wide open. It is definitely wide open. I was talking to our CEO the other day. He's looking for everybody to go, and he wants people to go ambassador. And so it's just wide open. Right now, we currently have about 6 ambassadors in the United States. And we just had a new 1-star ambassador in the United States. So we have 2, I believe, and then we have a 3-star and a 4-star. So we still have room for you, and we definitely want you. And once you get to the top of this comp plan, you're making over $1 million annually. This is the ambassador's new pay schedule, and there's still something missing, but this is what the ambassadors are actually, our new income structure looks like. Yeah, it's pretty good. These are some of our newest ambassadors. This couple right here, as of March, they were just a 2-star and a 3-star director. And he is a 1-star ambassador now, and she's an ambassador. I'm an ambassador. Mabel Raymond out of Florida. We're praying for Florida. And then Cynthia Sly out of Baltimore are the ambassadors in the US. We also get profit sharing. We get an annual vacation that the company paid for. Last year was in Dubai. I stayed at the Sofitel. I stayed there 2 weeks. I stayed in Dubai 2 weeks. They bought me a week. I bought me a week. And then we have the Louis Vuitton experience. I love the Louis Vuitton experience. I had never been to Louis Vuitton. I was 65 years old. It was an experience to be there, one in France, to do it in France at the flagship store, and also to do it with these French ambassadors. And so it was amazing. People talk about me with my big purse, but it's okay. And so here's the Louis Vuitton. And all ambassadors get to do it, whether you are male or female. Now, a husband can give it to his wife if he wants, he can keep it for himself. Or he can share it with his partner. So Javorium is a better life company, and it requires a better way. We are Team Legacy. We are made up of multiple teams. We have multiple people coming into this business. We have presentations every Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night. Our Monday night is our faith leaders night, and we would love for you if you are in a 5-fold ministry gift, or if you serve in any type of ministry, mosque, whatever. And then Wednesday nights as well, Steve Winley, what you're on tonight, and then Friday night live with Tanya and Marcy and Sauce, as always live. It's always alive. So again, we have presentations, and then on Saturdays, periodically we do trainings. Travel the world, and we travel the world. We travel it differently, and we would definitely want you, we would love for you to be here. A better way requires a better Better life requires a better way. We would love for you to join us. That is the end of our presentation. For those of you who are here and our guests, we would love for you to just hang around for a few minutes and you can get your questions answered. And I will entertain questions tonight because I have time to do that. Again, I'm asking the partners, don't ask no questions. Ask your sponsor or get in touch with me and I'll answer your questions. But the questions tonight are for your guest. So unless you're asking a question for your guest, do not answer a question. Thank you. I mean, do not ask a question. That will save us time and that to keep down confusion. To those of you who are out on Facebook, if you want to come in and for the question and answer period, just inbox the person that you see this on their wall and they will let you in. If not, get back with the person that invited you, that put it on their wall. You saw it on their wall and hit them up and say, hey, man, I saw that on your wall and I just want to see some stuff. And do that and we'll get back with you immediately. Somebody will get back with you. But we're going to go off of Facebook so we can get these questions answered. A lot of times people in the inside of the Zoom don't want to answer the questions when it's being heard all over the world. So thank you. Good night, Facebook. Everybody wave to Facebook. Hey, wave to Facebook. Ooh. Catch y'all on the other side. All right. All right. Questions. We are now open for questions. So if you are a guest and you have any questions or you need anything clarified, don't be shy. There's no dumb questions at all. If not, I'm not going to hold you. Any questions? I see some folks smiling, but I don't see no questions. Any questions in the chat, Sasha?
There are no questions in the chat as of yet. But like you said, feel free to ask any questions you may have. Unmute your mics. There's no such thing as a silly or a dumb question, which you may be thinking somebody else may be answering. All right, so no questions. I'm gonna close it out for you, Coach.
All right.
All right. So we like to say that there are two types of people that join Trivorium. We have that first person who just wants to utilize the benefits and perks and not share it with the soul, and we refer to those people as customers, and that's okay. And then we have that other person who wants to utilize the benefits and perks, create an extra income, and qualify themselves for those tax deductions, and we refer to those as partners. So whether you decide to become a customer or a partner, Trivorium has all your travel needs. And then we like to say there are three types of people in our Zoom rooms. We have that first person who is an A person who says, you have me at Dubai for $1, sign me up. I'm ready to go. If that's you, let the person know that invited you that you're an A person. And then that B person says, maybe I need to see the presentation again or move some money around. That's okay. Just let the person know that invited you that you're a B person. And then that C person says, this isn't for me, but I know somebody who may be interested. Get that person connected with who invited you tonight and let them see this information for themselves. Like Ambassador Taylor said, we host them often, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So just let the person know that invited you, A, B, or C, and they'll know how to move forward. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you either at the beaches, banks, or both. Have a great night.
God bless.
Good night.